Hey guys, thanks for stopping by my YouTube channel. This is going to be just a quick video about my first step on the road to minimalism, or a more simple lifestyle. So for those of you that are having a look at the video, maybe it's something you're interested in, or it's something that you're already doing or you've been through. If it is, then feel free to give me a shout or add me in or subscribe on YouTube. It'd be great to speak to you, great to hear from anybody who's done that as well. The reason I've decided to do this basically is because I lead a very kind of hectic and stressful lifestyle. I work an office job which is quite busy, quite long hours, and it's very stressful during the day. And evenings and weekends I'm actually a music teacher. I teach kind of students privately in the evenings and weekends as well, so I often end up working kind of 12, 13, 14 hour days, sort of 7 days a week sometimes. And that got me started to think about maybe trying to simplify my life a little bit, slow down a little bit. The biggest cause of this really was that about 6 weeks ago I actually ended up in hospital, suffering from what I initially thought was a heart attack. Now I'm only 31 years old, so to end up in hospital with the doctors thinking you're suffering from a heart attack is pretty bad. Obviously at any age is pretty bad, but at the age of 31 especially, that's not great. So over the last few weeks I've kind of re-evaluated things and decided that now could be a time for a change and a decluttering in my life. So here we are, really. So when it comes to minimalism, most people think that's really just kind of getting rid of every possession, and that is minimalism. That's a minimalist lifestyle, living in a house with absolutely nothing, no clutter, nothing at all. Or some people take it to the extreme and maybe live out of a backpack and travel the world and stuff, which is cool. That's not what I'm looking to do, however. When I talk about moving towards a more minimalist lifestyle, I'm certainly looking to cut down on the amount of possessions I own and declutter my house. Like everybody, I've got a house and a wife and a cat running around somewhere. And after sort of a year of marriage, I found myself living in a house which is just full of stuff which I don't need, I don't want, I don't like, yet it's still here. So it's got me thinking, why is it still here? Why haven't I got rid of it? And I think all of us are kind of conditioned or programmed a little bit to think that you have to have this or you have to have that, or if you've got this piece of furniture you have to have this to go with it, and things like that, and it's not necessarily the case, not at all. So certainly decluttering my house from possessions is one of the first things I'm looking to do. The other things I should say we're looking to do is to kind of declutter my time, is to really think about what I do with my time. 8-9 hours a day, maybe more. I'm stuck in an office. It's something I have to do to pay the bills, but it's not something I'd particularly choose to do if I had a choice. So when I am outside of work, I'm going to really try and declutter my time and make sure I'm only doing the things which are important to me, which is music, spending time with my wife, my family, my friends, some sports, things like that. Only doing the things I really value my time for. Because at the end of the day, we don't all have a lot of time left on this planet, some more than others. But I don't think anybody has ever turned around, or at the end of the day on their deathbed or something, and said, you know what, I wish I spent more time in the office. Maybe one or two people, but generally I don't think so. So certainly decluttering my possessions, clearing my house out, decluttering my time is another thing. And a lot of those other things kind of come into that, go hand in hand, such as, simplifying your financial situation, maybe your health, your diet. Looking to sort of declutter and simplify all of those things, and just kind of see where it takes me, really. I'm probably going to do things wrong along the way, I'm sure, so again, if anybody has done anything like this, feel free to give me a shout with any tips or pointers. I've got the bank holiday weekend coming up here in England this weekend, so I'm actually looking to use that to make a start and declutter my house completely. I'm going to go through from top to bottom, and anything which I don't need or hasn't been used in the last 6 months or anything like that is going to go. I've actually been through today and taken some kind of before pictures of what my house looks like, and I'll do some after pictures or some after video and show you guys as well what the difference is between the two. So I think that's really it from my first step. Hopefully, some of you will kind of follow my journey towards minimalism. I've got an online blog as well which I started, so I'll put the address up on here as well if anybody wants to send me a message or have a read. Everything I do along the way I'm going to put up onto YouTube, so I'll document everything, all the obstacles I come across, and I'll also try and stop saying so much in videos. But here we go again. I'll try and sort of document everything along the way as we go, so people can see exactly what I've faced. I'm imagining the hardest thing is going to be kind of possessions, things I've had for years, and presents people buy at Christmas, that sort of stuff, especially stuff from my wife, things like that. So I can't imagine it's going to be the easiest thing to do, but we're going to try, see what we can do, and go from there really. So if everyone's got any questions or they want to give me a shout and let me know how they're getting on with their minimalist lifestyle, then please feel free to do so. I'm hoping from this maybe just to end up being a bit less stressed out, have a bit more free time, just feel genuinely a bit better. You all know what it's like when you go into a cluttered room sometimes, if it's your house or somebody else's, and you walk in and it's straight away you can't relax and you don't feel you've got so much space. And that's certainly the case in our house. We've got rooms that are cluttered up, they've got stuff in that we don't need and don't use. I find it very, very hard to relax when I'm sat downstairs or sat up here. So hopefully that's going to be a little bit better going forward. I did try to keep this video short, but there we go, lots to say for myself as per usual. But please feel free to give me a message or give me a shout, and I will hopefully get another video up in a couple of days once we spend the weekend decluttering the house, and show you some before and after sort of pictures and videos of what it looks like. But ciao for now, take it easy.